Hola, greetings and salutations, folks. It is I, your host, Cinema Kane, coming back at you today. Today we are coming at you with a cold. Well, allergies really, but man, it's kicking my butt, so I apologize in advance. But as you can tell, probably from how I sound, it's not good. But we will do our best to power through and carry on and give you a decent review today. Today we are talking David Lynch's Dune from 1984. As both the beginning of Dune, the book, and David Lynch's adaptation would suggest, a beginning is a time for taking the most delicate care, or, as the film says, a beginning is a very delicate time. In this case, the beginning would be the early 80s. Technically mid 80s, I guess, but the point is, technology had been advancing with regard to special effects thanks to the Star Wars trilogy and other movies of that kind during that time period of the early 80s. So, while aspects of Lynch's Dune are very good with regard to like the effects, a lot of the effects still look very dated even in 1984. They look like things you might have seen in the 60s or even early 70s. That said, though, aesthetically, I absolutely love the art direction of David Lynch's Dune. And I think David Lynch is also a wonderful filmmaker. The cast that he was able to put together for his adaptation of Dune is absolutely wonderful. Sir Patrick Stewart, which I'll be honest was one of the reasons I wanted to see the movie, and Kyle MacLachlan as Paul Atreides. Stewart played Gurney Halleck. The 84 adaptation of Dune is wild because there are two different cuts, one of which has only ever been released on a special edition DVD way back in the day. But this particular cut is called the TV cut, or the Alan Smithy cut, because the TV adaptation is like 4 hours long or something like that. It adds an unusual amount of scenes that were cut from the theatrical cut, and it does so at what both the audience that likes Lynch's film and Lynch himself says it makes it to where the film is even more incomprehensible than it was before. And I say that out of love for this movie because even the theatrical cut is incredibly hard to follow. I saw this movie when I was in my late teens. My dad introduced me to it. And the best thing I can say about it is that the acting is interesting in some parts. It's got great style and art direction. And it was enough to get me interested in the world of Dune that I wanted to read the books. And I did. I read the first 3 books over the next few years after seeing this film. As a result, though, it always made me say, somewhere out there has got to be a better adaptation. So what I'm saying is this. If you like the Denis Villeneuve movies, you owe it to yourself to at least experience David Lynch's Dune once. Because while I can't say for a fact, there are aspects of Lynch's Dune that I feel like were at least inspirations for his. If you're a fan of Dune, I highly recommend you checking out the David Lynch adaptation from 1984. I'm sorry if this review is a little bit lacking in energy, but as I stated, my allergies are just kicking my butt today. So, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to click like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell notification so you know every time Cinema Kane has a new video uploaded. And don't forget to share this on all your social media platforms in an effort to help me grow the channel. And I'll see you next time at the video store.